Step forward if you dare. Can I believe my eyes? Why have you come back?
Please, sir, we've done what you told us to do. We got the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. We melted her.
Oh, you liquidated her, eh? Ha ha ha! Very resourceful.
Yes, sir. So, we'd like you to keep your promises, if you please, sir.
Not so fast! Not so fast! I'll have to give the matter a little thought. Now go away! Come back tomorrow!
Tomorrow? Oh, but I want to go home now!
You've had plenty of time already.
Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz! I said, come back tomorrow!
If you were really great and powerful, you'd keep your promises!
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creatures! Think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you an audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now!
Toto?
The great Oz has spoken. Now go!
Toto? Toto, come out of there!
I said, hey! Oh, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great and powerful Oz has...
Who are you?
Well, I am the great and powerful Oz.
You are?
Um,
I don't believe you.
no, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard except me.
You humbug!
Yes, that's exactly so. I am a humbug.
Oh, you're a very bad man.
Oh, no. No, my dear. I'm a very good man. Just a very bad wizard.
What about the heart you promised Tin Man?
Well,
And Scarecrow's brain.
What? Anybody can have a brain. Well, that's a very mediocre commodity. Now, back where I come from, we have universities. And that's where men go to become great thinkers. And when they come out, they think deep thoughts and with no more brains than you have. But they have one thing that you don't have. A diploma. Therefore, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Universitatus Comitiatum e Pluribus, whatever, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of THD.
THD?
Yeah, that's Doctor of Thinkology.
The sum of the square roots of two sides of an isosceles triangle equals the square root of the remaining side. Oh, joy! Rapture! I've got a brain! How can I ever thank you?
Well, you can't. As for you, my fine friend, you are under the unfortunate delusion that simply because you run away from danger, you have no courage. But you're confusing courage with wisdom. Now, back where I come from, we have men who are called heroes. And every year, they trot out their courage, they pull it out of mothballs and parade it up and down the city streets, and they have no more courage than you have. But they have one thing that you don't have. A medal. Therefore, for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, and conspicuous bravery fighting witches, I award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage. As for you, my galvanized friend, you want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they can be made unbreakable.
But I still want one.
Well, back where I come from, we have men that do nothing all day but good deeds. They're called good deed doers. And their hearts are no bigger than yours are. But they have one thing that you don't have. a testimonial. And therefore, in consideration of your kindness, I take pleasure at this time in presenting you with a small token of our esteem and affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, that a heart is not judged by how much you love, but how much you're loved by others.
Oh, my heart! My heart! Listen to my heart! It ticks!
It says courage. Oh, they're all so wonderful.
Hey, what about Dorothy?
Yeah, what about Dorothy?
Yes, Dorothy.
Oh, I don't think there's anything in there for me.
You forced me into a cataclysmic decision. I'm afraid the only way for me to get Dorothy back to Kansas is to take her there myself.
Oh, could you? Oh, would you? Oh, but are you a clever enough wizard to manage it?
Child, you cut me to the quick. I'm an old Kansas man myself. Premier balloonist par excellence to the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company. And one day I was performing feats of stratospheric skill never attempted before by civilized man. And the balloon refused to return to the fair.
It did?
Frightened? You're talking to a man who has laughed in the face of death, sneered at doom, chuckled at catastrophe. I was petrified. And then the wind changed, and I found myself floating down right into the heart of this noble city, where I was instantly acclaimed as Oz, the first wizard deluxe.
Deluxe, from the French, pertaining to luxury.
There were few luxuries that went with this job, but I took it anyway, retaining the balloon against the advent of a quick getaway, and the balloon is ready for flight, and in that conveyance, my dear Dorothy, you and I are now going to travel back to the land of E pluribus unum. Step this way.